Dr. Strange, master of the mystic arts. Nightmare, a vision of Victoria Bentley. The living tribunal must be projecting it into my mind, and behind her I see machinery. Hence, there must be intelligent creatures in that nightmare world where I now go to seek her. Now hear this, disciples of the mystic master. Dr. Strange has saved the Earth from destruction by defeating Baron Mordo and Nebulous. In reward, the living tribunal is transporting him into a terrifying, unknown world where Nebulous has imprisoned his companion, the beautiful mystic Victoria Bentley. Stan Lee, brewer of brooding fantasies, uncorks this ominous opus by Jim Lawrence and Dan Adkins, inscribed in the lurid and legendary lettering of Al Khosrow. And now the vision fades and is gone. Once more the dark void of timeless space enfolds me. Until, suddenly, praise be to the all-seeing Agamotto, my trip is done. I am being drawn to that beckoning planet below. My feeling of weight is returning as I buffet into its outer atmosphere. By the vapors of Valtor, let the magic cloak of levitation slow my descent. What perils await me in this unknown nightmare world, I cannot even guess. But I must face them and somehow survive to rescue the one I seek. Moments later, Dr. Strange lands amid a fantastic landscape of twining, luxuriant plant growth on a weirdly pockmarked terrain of riotous colors. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, it is more like a jungle than any world where civilization may be spawned. Not a trace do I see of the girl, nor any sign of machinery such as I glimpsed in my vision. Let me ponder well my next move, for the time in which to find her may be short. Perhaps a spell, an incantation to the spirit of the departed Ancient One, may yield a clue to her whereabouts. Else I must take to the air with my cloak of levitation and survey this whole— what was that? A sudden noise behind me. At last, I face the first ghastly peril which awaits me on this world beyond the pale. To all appearances, it seems to be a hate-filled, deadly, gigantic slug. No, the thing moves toward me, probing the air with its slimy tentacles. Clearly, it seeks prey, food to fill its monstrous maw. By sight, sound, or scent, it has marked me for its quarry. Yet I dare not waste time and energy attempting to slay the creature, even with magic. Better to flee and conserve my occult force. If only I can. Eternal Vishanti, that shattering shriek. The creature must use blasts of ultrasonic sound to stun its victim. Omnipotent Oshtur, the shrill vibrations are unbearable. Such whining resonances threaten to numb my innermost brain and being. I must hurl myself out of range at once. Higher, wondrous cloak, loft me beyond the piercing peals from those waving tentacles. The very air is bursting into flame from the intensity of the creature's cyclic output. By the twin horns of Belial, still the dread creature pursues me. A microsecond later, and its sonic beams would have reduced me to a mass of quivering flesh. There is no escaping the slug's mindless fury. I must attack. Back, monstrous spawn of this perilous planet, let my mystic bolt quell your savage onslaught. By the flames of the Faltine, the slug halts in his tracks, and now it sprawls motionless, temporarily stunned. For a while at least, it presents no further danger. But I must move on, quickly, before its deadly tentacles resume their ultrasonic hunting blasts. For the all-seeing alone knows what other nightmarish creatures may lurk in this jungled wilderness. Then, as the master of the mystic arts presses onward, a feeling of grim foreboding grips me. Already I suspect that the task of rescuing Miss Bentley may be even more hopeless than I had guessed. And if I do succeed, will I be in time to save her, with such monsters as the giant slug lying in wait for me in every shadow? But may the Vishanti portend what I fear most. Monstrous beasts of prey may well be the least of her perils. Did not the vision transmitted to me by the living tribunal show the Earth Girl in a place of highly developed civilization? Assuredly, any intelligent force which can maintain its hold in this dread world of savage creatures must be powerful indeed. But no, I sense now another, deeper reason for this gloom which oppresses me. It is the memory of the fair Clear, she who aided me in my hour of need in the dark dimension, the thrice lovely creature on whom the Ancient One pronounced the spell of vanishment to save her from the unspeakable Umar's revenge, and whom I can never hope to see again. What unthinkable amnesia could erase a true believer's recollection of those unforgettable episodes? Issues number 134 and number 155. Strange Fanstan yet, though she too is lost like Victoria Bentley, never shall her image fade from my... Wait, what new danger do I sense close at hand? Up there, on that crag which is as misshapen as itself, another foul monster of this gruesome wilderness. By the shades of the seraphim, its bat-like form is not unlike some evil demon from the blackest pits of Hades. Yet never have my eyes beheld its menacing likeness. Its eyes blaze with ferocity like living embers, and its hideous claw-tipped wings seem powerful enough to rip the very life from a man with but one sickening swipe. Although my mystic powers might well protect me, I dare not risk an encounter with so awesome a foe. No, I must flee before I can attack him. But before Dr. Strange can take even a single step, by the rings of Ragador, the beast swoops down upon me with the speed of lightning. There is no time to counter such an attack. My only hope is to outmaneuver the thing with sudden, unexpected movements. May the eye of Agamotto guide my judgment and help me to dodge its thrusts. For once those loathsome clawed wings enfold me, there can be no escape. But wait, perhaps that cave may offer refuge. It is my only chance to survive. I must move quickly, though, for only the faintest fraction of a microsecond separates me from those fearsome talons. Then, as the fearsome creature's claws fail in a final, desperate thrust, safe for the time being, may the venerated Vishanti be praised. The opening is too small for the bat thing to enter, even with its vast wings folded. But am I trapped here? Or is this a natural tunnel leading deep within the rock, perhaps with other exits? Yes, it is more than a tunnel, can make out a spacious cavern. I give thanks to the All-Seeing, for surely did Agamotto guide me here. And what is this huge machine I see in the opening? Truly, this must be the place revealed in my vision, a stronghold of intelligent life planted underground to avoid the ravaging beasts which prowl this planet. And Victoria Bentley must be somewhere close by. Yet there may be danger as well. Dot, was the machine planted here to guard the entrance, or to... Wait, I sense rays of pure energy coming at me from that gigantic lens above. By the wand of Watum, the machine is attempting to take over my will. Yet I must not resist, so that I may discover the power behind this radiating beam. An image is forming in my mind, a man-like visage. Can you hear me, Dr. Strange? I am Yandroth, Scientist Supreme, and I warn you now that your search for the Earth Girl is useless. Intelligence alone, the power of pure mentality, is the sole force at my command. Yet this force is irresistible. With the key of scientific knowledge, I have unlocked the innermost secrets of the cosmos. Long before you plunged from the void onto this world, my instruments had alerted me to your coming. As you see, Victoria Bentley is safe. I intend to make her my queen and rule the many planets you now see before you. In time, even your Earth shall fall before me. Take one last look, then go and struggle for survival on the outer surface of this savage world. Or stay and resist my will at your own risk. Yandroth forspoken, Dr. Strange. If you are so reckless, nay, so fatally foolish, as to pit your mystic force against my supreme scientific strength, let it be. I shall await you at the end of these tunnels. The vision fades from my mind. Yandroth is gone. But who or what is this lone master of the nightmare world? In appearance, he seemed human, or at least humanoid. Yet I sense that his scientific knowledge is as far above mankind's as is ours above the apes. The cold, relentless power of science versus the occult force of the magic arts. Never have I dreamed of facing such a challenge, but face it I must, for Victoria Bentley is here, and I am her only hope. The battle ahead may be fraught with untold danger, yet if I must beware of perilous encounters and entrapments that will test my powers to the utmost, so too must Yandroth, scientist supreme. Next-ish, the mystic and the machine. Next issue. Strange Tales, number 165.